Visiting the closest town to space. Life with 50% less oxygen.
La Rinconada, the closest inhabited place to the sky on Earth, where people are living above the clouds. At this extreme altitude of 5,100 meters or 16,700 feet, the atmosphere significantly thins, and the locals are living with only 50% of the usual oxygen level.
Bro, they're probably crazy athletes though. Like actually. Because if you're somebody that's just constantly used to that amount of oxygen and you can perform like your regular athletic level, I mean, it's the same thing with like people that practice for like the NFL games. What's the NFL stadium that's like a mile high? Is it in Denver? I think it's the Broncos, right? When they usually would do better, or I don't know if they do better at lower ones, but other teams do worse with them. Like, if you're somebody that's going to regularly practice at a high altitude, you'll be at a better performance at a lower one, and people that have to verse you at your higher altitude will do worse, and you'll just do how you normally do.
Levels. Their bodies have evolved to produce 2 times more blood cells than ours. Wow. On this barren land, not even a single tree can survive because of the low air pressure. This town in the Peru...
I always wonder how the they got here, you know? Like, where regular towns are settled in like historic cities and stuff, they're always near bodies of water or places that are useful. It's like, what motivated people to move and live here? Like, why? What's the resource benefit? Maybe like mining certain things, but outside of that, like, why the do you want to live on top of this mountain?
Peruvian Andes is even 300...
They probably just spawned there. like a mine... Oh, dude, Minecraft spawn. Well, I guess we'll run it, dude. You know, let's try something new.
The highest peak in the Alps of Europe.
Dude, this is literally on the top of a mountain. On just rocks.
Far from the modern world, it is...
This is fucking massive. I thought it would be like maybe this big. Yo, it's covering the mountain. Like, it's behind my face. It's covering the mountain. There are fucking thousands of people up here.
It is a place where crime and danger are always nearby. People come to these harsh lands for only one reason: gold. About 50,000...
I told you, there's always a reason, you know? There's no way they're up there and they're just like, yeah, I thought it'd be a great place to settle. Money.
All dreaming of wealth. We are on the road to explore life in the world's highest settlement.
Also, I love this guy as a YouTuber. I gotta fucking watch more of his shit.
Pull over. Yeah,
Careful. Do you think... I don't want to say he over-exaggerating it. I feel like I could tank that bitch. Sitting down? Maybe on a hike I'd pass out. 50% oxygen, I'm sitting in a car. I don't think I'm gonna pass out.
Give me 2, please. 2 oxygens.
Yeah. Climbing above...
Wow, maybe he is actually gonna pass out.
2,000 meters in a day can trigger altitude sickness for someone used to sea level. But as of now, we have already doubled that elevation level.
Very deep.
Headache, dizziness, and nausea are the first symptoms. Followed by coughing, it may cause shortness of breath. Immediate help is crucial when rapidly...
How long do you think it takes to get used to it? Because your body probably starts producing more blood, or like thicker blood cells and shit.
This leads to fluid accumulation in the lungs. At high altitudes, the body loses about twice as much water through breathing, so it's important to keep hydrated.
Look at the elevation here, friends.
So that mountain is as high as that cloud. So we're gonna...
They're going up there?
Gonna go above the clouds. Don't worry about it.
He about to faint and they ain't even halfway up there. Don't worry, guys. We got oxygen here. It's actually nitrous oxide. I switched his oxygen tank with galaxy gas. God, I'm a little lightheaded. Let me...
To this situation, atmosphere layer gets thinner and it makes it harder to inhale the oxygen. But we will get used to it.
The place we're heading to is a mining town. Deadly chemicals like cyanide and mercury used in gold processing have contaminated the soil and agricultural water in the settlement. Before starting the journey...
So they can't even get fresh water, bro? Oh my god, yo, living up here would suck dick.
We also packed plenty of food and clean drinking water.
Plenty of food? That's just trail mix. What are we going on, a fucking 40-hour hike? I'm seeing Pringles and fucking trail mix.
We also packed plenty of food and
Bring a rotisserie chicken.
clean drinking water.
We're born here, We are adapted to this elevation.
The normal oxygen level in blood should be between 95 and 100%. Below 80%, vital organs become negatively affected. I'm trying to normalize my current 72% level with oxygen, but it's a temporary solution as we're going up higher every minute. The town is
But that's
lit-
why I'd be doing this. Hold that shit in.
literally surrounded by tons of waste stretching for miles. Nature has given place to piles of garbage. The moment we arrived, a sickening odor hit me suddenly. We are at our hotel in
Yeah, bro, it's just fucking, it's just a trash land, dude. God, it smelled terrible. As we were driving past the 10 million trash bags in fucking poop.
La Rinconada. Our guide is setting up the oxygen tank for us.
What is the name of this hotel?
Cielo means sky. Use the oxygen tank for 5 minutes first, and after a little break, and another 5 minutes. You need time. Rest a little bit to adapt your body to this elevation.
When I got out of the car, I felt dizzy. I was like going to fall.
Very normal.
Crimes, especially
When I got out of the car, I shit myself. It was really bad. I haven't changed yet. He goes, oh, that's normal. Oh, wait, oh, that's not normal.
are quite common here, cause locals typically keep their cash and gold with them as there are no banks available. We're
Bro, they just have their gold on them?
teaming up with 2 police officers to keep us safe while we're filming. They are undercover police and they will follow us everywhere.
Undercover police? Undercover police wearing a bulletproof vest that says Policia?
Marco directs us to coca leaves as he thinks it's a remedy to avoid getting altitude sickness, a traditional habit here.
coca leaves there. Coca leaves.
I think they're consuming this for
Cocaine's material?
3 or 4 leaves on one side of their mouth. These leaves, which are illegal in most countries, produce a kind of numbing effect that helps users relax.
It's good for almost everything.
maybe one of the police officers
Yeah,
can
because it has the shit that cocaine has.
carry this.
We leave a busy and tiring day behind, and we will explore the town the next day. We are in the center of La Rinconada at sunrise. The police officers are by our side. The surroundings are full of
Yeah, what happens if I just start eating that bag, though? What happens if I just go...
local cafes, markets, and people. Even though I just woke up, my body feels dead tired, like it hasn't rested in days. Walking is hard with the dizziness and nausea. The dry air gives me a sore throat and chapped lips. As the night gave way to daylight, piles of garbage in the side streets became more visible. Even though it's summer and we are close to the tropics, the ground is frozen. In this place where the nighttime temperatures drop to minus 10 degrees Celsius, people are living in metal shacks without electricity or heating. No kitchens or bathrooms in these houses, and thousands of people
It's just getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. It's never gotten better. It has not. There's not been one redeemable value of this place outside of it having gold. Like, it smells like shit. There's trash everywhere. They don't have drinkable water. There's barely any food. There's no electricity. Almost no electricity or heating. And they live in metal shacks when it's 14 degrees outside. Where do I sign me up? Oh, let me cancel that. Let me cancel that vacation to the Bahamas.
and baths for their personal needs. Like a web over the town, these hoses carry water from the glaciers above to the center. Almost nobody we meet here is originally from this place. Most have come from other regions of Peru with the dream of finding wealth through mining. The gold prices multiplied 6-fold between 2001 and 2012 and led to a population boom in the area. However, the conditions are extremely harsh for the 50,000 people living here.
There are no services from the government to pick up this trash. People are on their own.
The most terrifying problem is the lack of a sewage system. Wastewater flows openly through the streets as it is.
This sucks.
That's fucking disgusting. That's actually fucking disgusting. So, like, poop water, like poop and shit just kind of flow through the streets.
Soccer field does not consist of real grass. It's all artificial because trees and other plants cannot
Yeah, and there's trash in the fucking goalposts.
survive at this altitude.
The town is located around the mountain called La Bella Durmiente, meaning sleeping beauty.
Can you see here the face and the body? It's a lady. She's sleeping here. The shape of the mountain.
The town blends into the sky with its chaotic gray structures. Every morning, workers walk for kilometers uphill.
You're like what? You're like a kid walking to class. Oh nope, that one's me. Just pointing at a turd. Oh, I can tell. I think that one's Jeffrey's. I saw him eat that corned beef hash at lunch last night.
To reach the mines. Filled with dangerous gases, the working conditions inside these tunnels are extremely tough. La Rinconada is also called the Devil's Paradise. This is because it's a town ruled by illegal companies that control the mines. There are signs near the tunnels that order to shoot those who enter without permission. No matter the warnings, we are determined to get inside these mining tunnels.
Well, we'll try to see how
Bitch, they gonna try and sneak in after there's a sign that says we're gonna shoot you if you walk in?
they work. Our friends, they said, probably we can get very close. Can you see the lady there?
The lady,
Yeah, she's a lady up there.
they collect the leftovers.
Yes.
Women are forbidden to work in the mines. According to local beliefs, the
Oh, leftovers from the rocks.
Sleeping Beauty
I
becomes
thought they meant leftovers from food.
jealous and brings disasters like earthquakes if a woman touches its gold. They earn their living by searching for gold in waste rocks thrown outside the mines. Children searching for gold on the mountain can be easily identified by the frostbite marks on their cheeks. Being foreigners with cameras, we attract a lot of attention. After this point, I handed Marco my phone to capture footage inside the tunnels. These figures near the mining
I mean, do you think anybody's gotten rich from being at this place, though? Like, is there a substantial amount of gold to the point where it'd be, like, life-changing money? I feel like probably not. Like, there's, like, I think that's the goal, but I don't think they're going there striking it rich like we're in California in the fucking late 17, early 1800s.
site decorated with dried flowers, fruits, and alcohol bottles represent mountain gods. Workers come here to pray for protection from accidents and success in finding gold. Incidents such as explosions, roof collapses, and gas poisoning occur about 25 times more often compared to advanced countries. If a mine
Just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better.
worker dies, a company pays approximately $600 as compensation. The concept of a regular
Oh, $600 if you die is given to your family? Wow. Yeah, sorry your husband died and now you're raising 3 children on your own. Here's a little over half of $1,000.
salary doesn't exist in La Rinconada. Miners work under an outdated and illegal labor system called cachorreo. They work for the company without pay for the whole month and then get one day to work only for themselves, taking home the gold they find as their salary on that day.
Wow, dude, so they could find fucking nothing. Yo, I'm gonna be lazy as shit, though, those first days. I gotta work for them for no pay. Then when it's my time to shine, bitch, I'm gonna be like one of those groundhogs digging a hole. I'm gonna make a secret hole, stash it, and find it on Friday. I'm gonna just swallow the gold, bro. I already can tell you. I can tell you with confidence somebody did that. You're telling me I'd find a big gold nugget? Oh, better idea. Garbage Devil says I shove it up my butt. Okay. That eliminates a lot of the process. That's a much better idea. You find a thing of gold. Oh, hold up. I gotta go take a shit. You do a big axe swing, it pops out. You hear an audible
luck. However, the miners try to minimize this uncertainty by sometimes pocketing good-looking stones or hiding them in some secret spot for the cachorreo day.
My oxygen level
Oh
is
my
now
god, they literally do it. They literally do it. They hide the gold or they hide the gold or keep it somewhere stashed away.
Pocketing good-looking stones or hiding them in some secret spot for the cachorreo day.
My oxygen level is
Yeah, I doubt they're that regulatory.
now at 65%, way below the normal 95 to 100%. So I breathe super fast. My heart rate is like over 120, while it should be between 80 to 100. Right now, a local is checking his oxygen level. His results are way better than mine. 82% oxygen and a pulse of 97.
I can no longer stand. I'm oxygen.
I'm keeping my coat on to stay warm as there's no heating.
Now we're gonna wait a few hours to explore the city's dangerous nightlife and talk with some mine workers. While I'm resting, you should know the true cost of the gold. Each ring containing 8 grams of gold generates approximately 20 tons of waste during production. At the top of the mountain, an
20 tons for one gold ring?
acid mine lake was formed because of the rocks which are extracted with gold. These rocks, high in iron sulfate, undergo oxidation when they come into contact with water water and air, resulting in this deep red color. People living by
So what would happen if I swam in that? Like, would I die?
the stream grow their crops and raise their animals with water contaminated by mercury and cyanide. The average lifespan of the locals living here is only 35 years, but chemical
35? What?
of the locals living here is only 35 years, but chemicals aren't the only reason. At this altitude,
Yeah, I haven't seen an old person yet.
each breath contains about 50% less oxygen compared to sea level. Therefore, the blood of a Larinconada resident is twice as dense as that of an average person, leading to potential blockages in blood vessels and fatal outcomes.
Oh, yeah, dude. They could have, like, fucking heart attacks easier or, like, brain hemorrhages.
After a tough day, miners are rushing to the town center. Electricity is only available on a few streets here, leaving the rest of the town in darkness.
All the mine workers are here. They're shopping and socializing between each other.
Stalls and little shops all around, selling everything. Street food, clothes, household stuff, you name it. Kids are playing outside with endless energy until late at night.
Oh, los argentanos.
Yeah, do they have, like, a school here and shit? Or is this, like, just genuinely a work town?
Is there only primary or also secondary school?
Yes, there is.
How big is the
there is.
school?
Not very big.
Is there higher education?
No, there is not.
After that, you need to move to Puno or Juliaca to study.
What if they don't move? Do they start working in the mine?
Yes. As you see, people come here to exchange their gold pieces for solis.
We are in an exchange office now. To keep out the robbers and attacks, they've placed iron
But, like, how much money do you think they make in gold a week, chat? Like, per their mining trip.
bars in front of the counter.
Now we're gonna see how they convert gold. Let me catch my breath, man.
The ore you see is the result of a worker's hard labor spent
I mean, that looks like a big chunk of gold.
throughout the month. Right now, the gold is in an amalgam with mercury, and
Wait, he said for a month's of work.
workers' hard labor spent throughout the month. Right now, the gold is in an amalgam with mercury, and heat treatment will be applied with a blowtorch to separate the two metals. For every gram of gold, about 2 grams of mercury evaporate and mix into the atmosphere.
What is the hardest part of doing this job?
Transporting the material.
Because remember, there are many bad people or robbers, and it's not really safe to transport.
What does she like about Larinconada?
Mostly there's nothing good because, as you can see, everywhere
Bro, there's dead-ass no old people because at some point they hit an age where their blood's so thick they just have a heart attack and die.
is contaminated. Well, you can earn a good income.
Above the national average. That's why people come here.
Different herbal tea mixtures are also consumed to reduce symptoms like headaches and fatigue.
We call emoliente.
What is this made of?
Water, different herbs, and syrup. It's really good. Try a little bit.
That looks good as fuck. I'm not even gonna cap.
It's heavy.
Yo, he always looks like he's about to throw up, shit himself, and pass out at the same time right now. Now, yo, that low oxygen is hitting this man right now. He just, yo, he dead ass looks like he's about to faint.
It's too hard to drink, you know?
We can't go more far. To there is no more electricity.
I gotta stop looking at him. Yeah, I swear to God, he looks like he's gonna pass out.
No more lights. And it's better to stop here.
Most miners spend their hard-earned money on alcohol and nightlife on these streets. If the living and working conditions
Nightlife, they got nightclubs in this bitch.
do not kill a person, then a knife or AIDS does. Nightclubs are the most dangerous
AIDS,
spots in La Rinconada.
HIV.
In this street there are bars,
My God, they gotta worry about all this other shit. Now they gotta worry about having AIDS.
nightclubs, and some companionship options for mine workers.
We are at the center of human trafficking, robbery, and murder in La Rinconada.
Bro, am I crazy or does he look like he's actually about to pass out?
Mine workers.
We are at the center of human trafficking.
Yo, he's dead. Like the 1,000-yard stare, just looking around, like trying to breathe.
Robbery and murder in La Rinconada.
Yeah, he wants to get the fuck out of here.
There, you can see the lady. There are many people trying to buy a rose for the ladies here.
According to Puno police, approximately 2,500 underage girls are being exploited in these places we just walked by. The town has only one police station, and the Peruvian government isn't putting in any effort to combat
Oh my God.
these
At the night, like they're like getting employed for this shit?
crimes.
Is there a jail here?
No, We call Calabozo. There is like a place, a very
Yeah, then what do the police do?
small place.
There's no hospital in the city, right?
There is a tiny, very tiny clinic, maybe 2, 3, 4 rooms max.
We're now meeting with a miner who has spent 12 years working in La Rinconada. He also owns the only gym in the town. After a day of intense physical labor, miners continue sweating out. Ramiro is one of the few lucky miners.
What is the largest amount of gold ore you ever found in grams?
200 grams.
200 grams? Yo, that's a bag. That's probably like, I'm a guess, 50K.
Oh wow, he found 200 grams in one piece.
That's probably more.
A lot of gold.
Are you married?
Yes.
How much is 7 ounces of gold? $2,000. How many did he find? 7 ounces. So you found 14 grand of gold in one day.
We have 3 children. They're in university.
Do you advise your children to work in the mines?
No, because it is very, very dangerous.
They rob
It
when
would
the
actually be like 18K because it was like 2,800.
miners
Yeah,
collect
you're
gold.
right.
How does elevation affect your body?
Even though I'm from Puno, I have that problem. Puno is at 3,800 meters above sea level, so coming here at 5,000 meters above sea level, it starts to be challenging. Digestive issues at first, 3 days of suffering.
How much money do mine workers?
Yo, so he can't shit right now either. Yo, this man going through it for the video. Respect. Respect.
Goes up, down, down, and up. One would earn more or less around 2,000 Peruvian soles and a little more.
Your hands are so affected by working in the mines.
I accidentally hit myself with a rock while trying to separate the mineral from the gold. So you're using a stone to crush, and then suddenly, bam, injuries, 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 especially on this side when you're crushing.
Are there any passed away mine workers?
It's quite constant. The mine, many say, is for strong men. They don't mean strength in muscle size. Primarily, it's more about mental strength, about resilience, about mastering and considering the altitude. It's not so simple. We're 5,000 meters above sea level.
Although the dream of coming to La Rinconada and finding a large gold ore may seem attractive from the outside, most miners and their families never achieve the financial comfort they desire. The Peruvian government has...
It's wild to think that, like, humans moved here and were able to set up, like, a genuine society this high up. Like, it wouldn't have been surprising to me if there was, like, a few people that lived up here or, like, a small village. Dude, this is a fucking city of, like, thousands of people.
has been silent for years about the illegal operations in gold mines and the abuse of workers. Despite all these conditions, people continue to seek the opportunity of a better life in the world's highest settlement. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new
W fucking vid.